So there are 5 positions. There are still 2 locks, but the locks are going to be our guard, that's like a shooting guard type, small forward, and then our 4. And our 5 is the person who always takes it out. You're our trailer, that's your name. And then there are 2 pushers. So we're able to basically break on either side. There's 2 sides of the floor that we can break out on. Now, I will probably have a primary pusher, but it's in an effort to get the ball out and to get the ball up quickly. And for that to happen off of makes, so they make the basket, you take it out, you're going to be the one that's primarily getting the ball while the other pusher is going on up the floor. Off of a miss, you're finding one of those dudes and the other one is going on the other side. When we get down to that side, depending on what happens down there, you'll find that like the point guard really isn't the one like making the play all the time, depending on where it's at. So I need the pushers to kind of be interchangeable. The locks are interchangeable as well. So here's how it works. I'm just going to lay the ball up. The first thing is you take the ball out, the trailer takes the ball out. You may not catch the ball free throw line and down. That's our no catch zone. In practice, if you catch it below that, it's an automatic turnover. So the ball must be caught free throw line up. And then once you get the ball to in between the attack line here for volleyball and that attack line, you need to be, if you have the ball, making a decision what you're going to be doing, okay? Now, because we're transitioning down and 5 out, there's no big guy or defender in the paint, which allows you to probably have more chances at getting to the basket and scoring because nobody's in there. And if you get in there, then it's just our regular offense. You're trying to score, Barkley, playing out of it, whatever, okay? So you're either driving it. If he throws it up, then you may drive it, or you may drive it to the bucket. If there's nobody on defense ahead of you, I want you to actually come in towards the basket. He'll throw it up to you. You'll just finish with a layup. Otherwise, you go and lock down there in the corner. Like last year, if the ball comes up to you in the corner and you don't have anything and you throw it back up, then you're setting a drag screen. You set a screen, you roll to the basket, we're in 4 out, 1 in. So this just seamlessly rolls into our offense. So it allows you to be on the floor making plays without feeling like you have to make a decision in the dragon spot. When you catch it up here at the top, you can do several things with it that I'll show you after we run through this a couple times. So I want you to catch it when you get it above the free throw line, get it up the floor, and score it. You'll take the ball out again, you'll throw it into him, you're looking up the side. So you'll look up the sideline and throw it, same side, throw it up. You're not crossing street because there's a dude on that side now. There's no more crossing the street, all right? The only street that's going to be crossed is after you're going to cut in and he's going to throw it to you and you're going to finish on the second one, all right? You'll take the ball out again, enter it to you. You're going to actually throw it across to Trevor, and Trevor is going to drive it and score it. And then we go back down again. You'll throw it across to Trevor. Trevor will throw it ahead to Caleb. Caleb will drive it and score it. And then we're stopping. Okay. I'll yell that as we go out. I would really like my point guards coming off their right hand. I know they can go on both sides. It doesn't always have to be like that, but I would love for you to be coming off. All right? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Drives it. Okay, come off. Looks up ahead, score it. Good. Go Trevor. Same thing. Good. Good, and stop, all right? That makes sense? Now, all of those are predicated on what the defense is doing. It's not we always do this type of thing. This time, Eli's going to get it. He's going to throw it up ahead. You'll be in the corner. You'll throw it right back up to him. Anytime the ball's thrown up out of the corner, it's always a drag screen. So slow to fast, right? And then you'll roll to the bucket. He'll come off the ball screen, throw you a pocket pass, and you'll finish. All right? And then we'll do the exact same thing on the other end. And then you're done. So on the second one, throw it across to Trevor. Trevor throws it up and then gets it back, and then Dylan sets the drag screen. Okay? All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
To Eli. Eli throws it ahead. Good. Good. And stop. All right. And we did talk about this. You just go ahead and start just jogging down the floor. Eli will get it to you. I don't want you waiting back here.
Okay.
I want you just to go ahead and start going. Eli's going to come. It's really not necessarily a sprint up the floor. It's just that we're all going up the floor together and making plays. Once we get into the ball screen here, now it just becomes our screen, roll, shake from behind. And now we're playing everything that we practiced all last year. Okay, so it goes from our transition concepts into our half court concepts that we already do. That's why all of this is really, yes, it's different how we're arriving down there. We're arriving in 5-out, but it's not a bunch of new offense. These are all the same concepts that we already worked on all last year. This is now what happens when Eli or the pusher, whoever it is, comes down the floor and he throws it to the middle guy. Middle guy, this is where you have to make reads. I'm going to just go through them and we're going to do them in order, but there really is no order. It's all reads. So why don't you go ahead and get out in 5-out right now with the original group that I had in there. So when Eli throws it to Dylan, all right, we stay where we're at, and now you are typically going to go to the opposite side of the floor because we're trying to cross the midline. We want the defense to have to shift. We don't want to go back to the same side it just came from. And now you can do several different things. So this is where our offense almost kind of slows down. So you can throw it to Trevor, and if you throw it to Trevor, you come screen away to Eli. All right? And Eli takes a couple steps in like he just did. That's an important thing. And then he comes around. Now, this is where we're going to start getting into some other things that I don't want to do right now, but I'll just tell you. If your defender chases you, you curl it. If he's coming straight off the screen, you can go just straight to the top of the key. If he curls it, so he comes around the screen and curls it, Dylan is popping, and you're throwing back. Eli comes through, and now we're playing out of that some different things. If he throws it, throws it away, comes screens, pops straight out, you screen, and now you're rolling, yes, to the basket, and that's how we get our 4-out, 1 in. We're just playing 4-out, 1 in, our offense. Nothing different. So that's the first one. So go ahead and run that right now. Here we go. Throws it. There. Screen away. There you got your shot. Okay? All right, go back up top. The next one option that you can do is throw. And now we can go zoom. So zoom is when you come down and set a screen and a handoff. Anytime that there is a screen and then a handoff, that's called zoom action, what we call zoom. There's some other terms, but that's what we use. All right? And your handoff, roll to this block. Davis, you can come off it and score. You can come off it and shoot. You can come off it and play with this side of the floor. We're not going to worry about that right now. Yep. And again, we have basically the same thing as screen. It's just handoff, roll, lift from behind. The other thing that we could do, we could call, or the point guard could call, one of the pushers can call, is stagger. So we want to stagger away. So you're throwing, and you two are setting a stagger away. I may call us like out of an ATO or something like that, and I may put like Snipes or Eli or Sumba Davis or a shooter there in the corner. And I want a shooter coming off of that for a stagger, for a shot. Okay, all right, so this is stagger. Here you go. Good. And you're watching if the guy is driving, then you're just going to kind of like trail the play. If he's straight, then you are diving hard so we can get into our 4 out 1 in stuff.